Hello folks and welcome back to On This Day. Today is the 1st of March, which is St David's Day. St David is the patron saint of Wales. Not Wales as in Moby Dick, but Wales as in one of the 4 countries that makes up the United Kingdom. St David's Day is celebrated on the date of David's death, and since the canonisation of David in the 12th century, a feast has been celebrated every year. Before we begin, I'd just like to say in my opinion that the country of Wales has one of the best flags in the world. Just look at that. Fantastic. Well, without further ado, let us begin. Here are 5 things you didn't know happened on St David's Day.
Number 5. Hoover Dam construction completed March the 1st, 1936. The Hoover Dam was built during the Great Depression between 1931 and 1936. The dam is a concrete arch dam which is located on the boundary between the US states of Nevada and Arizona in the Black Canyon of the Colorado River. Being located near Boulder City, it was originally known as Boulder Dam until 1947 when it was formally renamed the Hoover Dam by President Herbert Hoover. Its construction was the result of a major undertaking involving thousands of people, costing more than 100 lives. The construction of the dam dates to 1928 when the project was finally approved by Congress. The Black Canyon and neighbouring Boulder Canyon had been studied since about 1900 for their ability to support a dam that would regulate flooding, provide irrigation water and generate hydroelectric power. The Hoover Dam impounds Lake Mead, the largest reservoir in the United States by volume, when it is full. On this day, on March 1st, 1936, the dam was handed over to the federal government, being completed more than 2 years ahead of time.
Number 4. Titanic becomes the first movie to gross $1 billion. James Cameron brought us such films as Terminator, Aliens and The Abyss, and this is only to name a few. A man who was constantly raising the bar in cinema and giving us films as some of movies' best catchphrases of all time. However, it was Titanic that would cement him in the history books, becoming the first movie to gross a whopping $1 billion worldwide, and it only took an impressive 74 days. The movie not only received commercial success, but also bagged 11 Oscars as well, making James Cameron go down in history as one of the best in the business. However, he continued going on, making brilliant movies for many years to come. Titanic also showcased the talents of Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet, who have both gone on to have huge success in the movie industry. A film most worthy of the record and its many awards.
Number 3. The Salem Witch Trial convictions, March 1st, 1692. In colonial Massachusetts between 1692 and 1693, the Salem Witch Trials were a series of hearings and prosecutions of people suspected of witchcraft in the village of Salem. 30 of them were found guilty, 19 of whom were hanged and executed, with one further male being pressed to death for his refusing to plead. On this day, on March 1st, 1692, the first Salem residents were charged with witchcraft. Sarah Goody, Sarah Osborne and Tituba, an Indian slave from Barbados. More Salem residents soon followed them, who accused a widening circle of other residents of witchcraft, totaling 150 plus men and women from the village. It was the deadliest witch hunt in colonial North America's history. The episode is one of the most infamous examples of mass hysteria in colonial America. It was used as a tale of warning about the dangers of isolationism, religious nationalism, false allegations and due process lapses.
Number 2. Henry Becquerel discovers radioactive decay. If I told you that in the late 1800s, if you were invited for a dinner party by some of your friends, and you'd likely be drinking out of luminous glasses that contained uranium, you'd probably think that your hosts were trying to kill you. However, before the discovery of decay radiation by the wonderful Henry, people had no idea that such materials as uranium could be so deadly. We know today that decay radiation can be extremely bad, and if you've seen the mini-series Chernobyl, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. The discovery, however, was a complete accident. With the recent discovery of X-rays, Henry wanted to do an experiment to see how certain materials kept illumination, being an expert in illumination himself. One evening, after doing an experiment with some uranium salts, he left them in a drawer with photographic paper. However, in the morning he was surprised to see that the paper still produced a picture, coming to the conclusion that uranium itself must be emitting something other than light. The discovery of decay radiation. And number 1, Castle Bravo. On the 1st of March 1954, the United States of America detonated a thermonuclear weapon called Castle Bravo. It was expected to produce a yield of 6 megatons of TNT. However, due to an unexpected reaction of lithium-7, the actual yield was a massive 15 megatons. To put that in perspective, that is about 1,000 times more powerful than each of the bombs dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki in World War II. This unforeseen reaction did not come without consequences. The test took place at Bikini Atoll on the Marshall Islands. The surrounding areas of where the detonation had taken place would suffer heavy fallout, resulting in the inhabitants of the island experiencing radiation sickness. Still to this day, Castle Bravo remains one of the most powerful nuclear devices detonated by the United States of America. However, due to the radioactive material being found much further than the initial area, including places like Australia, parts of Europe, and even the United States itself, resulted on a ban of atmospheric testing of thermonuclear devices.
Thank you for watching on this day. Remember to like, share, comment and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you in the next one.